My name is Nassine Saps.
Let me ask you a question. Has anything ever happened to you that you couldn't explain? That made you feel sort of foolish when you tried to tell somebody about it? Well, if it has, you have plenty of company, as you'll soon see.
Goes away, and it's like you can, and it's like I can perfectly explain everything of this video. Like, it's not a mystery to me. It's like very easy to understand it. Like, I can explain it. It's very simple to explain. It's not hard anymore to explain. But it's like, it's almost like, because of how simple the explanation is, people want a more hardcore like people want a more complicated answer. And it's not a complicated answer. The reason why all this stuff is happening is because people are worshiping the devil, calling it their Native American religion, which is just a form of devil worship. That creates a spiritual bond with the devil that invites other evil spirits and other devils in, okay, including fallen angels, to the location. And then the people that are living there after the people did it, so their ancestors and their descendants and the people that came after them and their grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, great-great-great-great-grandchildren have to deal with the devil that's there. And so that's what's been going on with this whole world, is we are having to deal with devils that people that weren't us, meaning people that lived thousands of years before us, were worshiping the devil. And so now that we are here, we're still dealing with the same frickin' devils. Still.
And I think
they'll come back?
Well, actually.
Okay. Do you think they'll come back? They never left. You hear the fake planes? It's the same shit. This woman doesn't know shit. You think they'll come back? They never left. They never left. They're still there. But instead of being all flashy lights and shit, they're just 1,000 feet up, 600 meters up in the air, pretending to be a plane. They never left. They're still there. They're still there. They're still there. The devils have been in the world for forever. Since, Adam and Eve sinned.
I was wondering about that, as soon as Diana was talking about seeing them, I was like, well.
Okay, the only way to make them leave, okay, is someone that understands prayer and understands what's going on. A man of God, a woman of God comes and prays around the whole place in the name of Jesus, binding the devil in the name of Jesus, and commanded the devil to go into hellfire in the name of Jesus. And blessing the land in the name of Jesus. Okay? And using prayer in the name of Jesus to go against satanic garbage. Then after that, all the people believe in God and they pray as well. Then it won't happen anymore in terms of them coming close to the ground. But if that doesn't happen, then it's still going to happen. It's still going to happen. It's still going to happen. People, in order to make it not happen, people need to believe in Jesus and pray. That's it. That's the only thing that is possible. That makes it, that is the only thing that has anything that matters in terms of this stuff, is in terms of protecting yourself. The only thing that matters in terms of protecting yourself is believing in God, knowing who God is, knowing who you are in God, praying in the name of Jesus, Okay? Praying for God's protection, praying against evil things. Like, that's it. Because this is satanic shit. It is devil shit. It is demonic shit. It is evil spirit shit. It is fallen angel, satanic Luciferian shit. Because God's real, heaven is real, Jesus is God, hell is real. The devil is real. That's what it is. And that's what has been going on. And so there's so much ignorance. It's like, if someone says this, they're not going to believe it. They'll be like, "Oh, so you're telling me that all of this stuff is just satanic? All of this stuff is just demonic? You're telling me that? Oh, you're telling me that Jesus is God? Well, I don't believe that. I don't believe Jesus is God." Okay, well then continue to suffer in your bullshit then. Because that's what it is. I can't make anyone believe it, unless they've gone through it themselves. Or unless God lets them know. Unless God lets a person know.
What if they wouldn't? Because like at that time it was just like us three, and we weren't really expecting it, and like we were like extra sensitive, and they might have been interested in that. Like they might have spotted us and like whatever.
My curiosity or my interest, I'm wondering why here, why,
I thought it.
Okay, why there? Once again, because it is satanic ground. Because whoever lived there before, way in the past, 100 years, 300 years, 500, 800, however long ago in the past, whoever was living there was engaged in some devil worship. Okay? That's the reason. That's the reason. And it's still going on with your sweat lodge. That's devil worship. And so as long as you keep the sweat lodge there, and as long as the people that are living there continue in the whatever satanic religion it is, then the devil is going to keep on being there. Oh, well, I mean, oh, but that's my culture. That's my religion. That's my culture. You're speaking against my culture. Well, it's not my fault that your culture is based on devil worship. I'm sorry. I mean, that's not my fault. You think that just because it's your culture that it's good? Just because it's culture, it automatically means that it's good because it's culture? No. The devil doesn't give a fucking shit about your culture. If the devil can pervert your culture into making it be where being part of the culture is the same as being a devil worshiper, then the devil is happy about that. He doesn't give a fucking shit. This shit's real life. And so people, they don't want to change. They don't want to give up the things that they need to give up because it's their culture, or, oh, that's my family tradition, it's my culture, whatever. It's like, fuck off with your fucking bullshit. Then you keep on having this shit happen to you. Okay? And one of these days, maybe not to you, but the devil, and I'm not even talking about to you, I'm saying not you, obviously, but you in terms of general. So to a person, the parents engage in it, and then the children suffer. Because sometimes the devil doesn't go every generation hit. Sometimes he like skips. So the devil will like be there, and then he'll watch. A couple of generations will come and go, nothing happens, and then boom, he'll hit hard. So sometimes the devil does it like that.
It had to do with
the energies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, what are the energies? The energies are evil spirits that are coming from devil worshipping in the location. That's all it is. It's not a freaking secret mystery, like, oh, Scooby-Doo mystery. No. It's obvious. It's so obvious what's going on. But it requires someone to actually, like, believe in God. And it requires someone to actually know who God is to believe it. If the person doesn't believe in God, if a person doesn't know who God is, the real one now, not the fake gods, the real God, then it's going to be impossible to figure out. And once you do, it becomes simple to understand.
I don't know, I could see them being attracted to it or like interested.
Do you think maybe they trying to attempt communication?
Well,
No, they're not trying to attempt communication with you. They don't give a fucking shit what you say. They don't give a fucking shit what you think. Okay? The only time the devils give a fucking shit is when they know that you know what's going on, and then suddenly they get scared of you. That's it. But besides that, they don't give a fucking shit.
I didn't understand why they'd want to communicate with us, and then like I just couldn't understand why they would want to, or like why they would.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, we saw like a spaceship, so anything could happen, really. Really weird.
Is there anything that you would maybe, anything about it at all that would make you believe that maybe it could possibly have been man-made? That it would
The
be
aircraft?
military, yeah.
It could have been like.
Is there
a
anything in
government-
it?
No, it's not man-made. It's not military. It's very obvious what this is. And these people, they don't even understand how much danger they were in, okay? If the devil wanted to, the devil could have taken all of those people away, kill them, eat them up, and they will never be found ever again. And that's it. You're dead. Eaten alive by the devil. It's very fucking dangerous shit. Devil worshipping, being in a location where a whole bunch of people are devil worshipping, is very dangerous. It's extremely dangerous. You don't want to do it.
Its maneuvering or the way it behaved, that would be...
No, I know that aircraft just can't fly like that. They can't spin and hover. Like, I really don't think that's like possible. Even if it was like a government aircraft, I don't think they'd want to like be here. Like, there's no point.
Yeah. Cool.
No, it's not cool. Okay.
It's actually wet.
No, it's not cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I see. Yeah. I mean, someone like this woman, she's just gonna run around in circles, uselessly asking questions that don't matter, and unless she starts believing in God and like repents of her sins and understands who Jesus is, and all things like that, her UFO investigations are just gonna go nowhere at all. And that's why I laugh at pretty much every single UFO investigator, because they just basically accomplish nothing, and they just run around in circles, and they never get to the actual bottom of the truth. And it's like, once you actually get to the truth, then it's like, oh, you're rejected, basically. Oh, that's not what it can be. Oh, it's not Jesus. Oh, this is not the devil. Oh, it's not this. It's not that. And so it's like, to me, UFO investigation, I'm glad personally that you stopped doing it. You were smart enough to understand that this is fucking bullshit. So I'm glad that you stopped doing it. But there's a reason why UFO investigators, they end up dead. A lot of them, okay. Or they end up really effed up. I've done my research on these UFO investigators, okay, and a lot of them end up dead in mysterious circumstances. Why? Because they didn't understand that they were going against the devil. And when you go against the devil, you better have Jesus. You better have God. You better know how to pray. You better be right with God. You better be right with yourself. Okay? And you better know what's going on. You better know who the enemy is. You better know how to fight. You better know everything. That's why these UFO investigators die, because they weren't praying. They weren't believing in Jesus. They weren't protected. They didn't have spiritual protection from God. And so what's going to happen? It's like going into a gladiatorial match with no weapons, and the guy is like in a tank, and you have nothing. And you have like maybe a little BB gun or something. And it's like you're shooting BB guns at freaking tanks. It's like, you're going to die. So, UFO investigation is very dangerous. Okay? The same thing, ghost hunting, all that shit is fucking dangerous shit. That unless God literally tells a person to do it, I wouldn't freaking be doing that. I know already too much about this stuff. It's not fun. It's very dangerous, very scary, and it could freaking take your life. Just like that. Boom, dead. And then what you gonna do? It's not cool. That was dumb how she said, oh, cool at the end. It's like, no, it's not.